What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? In today's video, I am going to be updating you on the most recent update which arrived in Skyblock yesterday, 0.7.3. Now, this update did not bring very much content at all, but it did bring a brand new Halloween event. Now, before we get into any more information, I'm going to need you guys to go down below, hit that like button, and also hit that subscribe button because we're going to be talking about some pretty cool stuff that you guys are definitely going to forget to do that before you leave the video. So, the brand new Halloween event offers some pretty cool incentives such as rewards, and it also offers a little bit of new content. Supposedly, we don't know too much information about this because it didn't actually occur yet, but in the official patch notes, it's described as this new event takes place at the very end of the autumn season and will happen every Skyblock year from now on. First Spooky Festival will happen early Sunday for North America, noon for Central European time. Although Skyblock lacks proper timing, we actually did the math and it happens at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, so if you guys want to know what that is for your time zone, there's a couple time zones on screen right now, but you guys can also convert that to your time zone using the internet. Now, the Spooky Festival lasts for 1 hour, during which every monster on public islands will drop either green and purple candies. The Fearmongerer is a new NPC that appears for 3 hours, 1 hour before and after the event, and is located in the village where the baker usually stands. If you guys don't know where the baker usually stands, it's in between the Coliseum and the bank. Candies can be traded there for a few fun and useful items. Also, the top 5,000 players to get the most candies during the event will get rewards. Green candies count for 1 point and purple ones count for 5 points. Higher level monsters have better chances to drop purple candies. So baby, you already know, wide and early, bright in the morning, 7 in the morning this Sunday, I will be up grinding, streaming, and getting as many candies as I possibly can because I want to place in the top 5,000. Now, considering there's an average of, I would say, 30,000 people on during the weekends, maybe 40,000 people on, it might be a little hard to place top 5k, but it's really not that much competition that you have to face. If you guys are still in Lapis Armor and you guys are not able to farm Zealots, you're going to have a struggle, I'm not going to lie. But if you guys are, more towards mid to end game, then you guys definitely could possibly place in the top 5k. Now, all the rewards for the event have been revealed, but we'll get to that in just a couple of minutes. I want to describe and tell you guys all of the other new things that also came in this brand new update. So, the Baker now sells a new item, the New Year's Cake Bag for 250 coins. This bag can hold up to 27 of your New Year cakes and gives plus 1 HP for every unique cake stored inside. Now, this is a little cool, fun thing that they added, but the only thing is that, in my opinion, 27 slots really isn't that much because if you think about it, you literally only get plus 27 HP. That's quite honestly nothing. Compared to the armor, compared to the fairy souls, compared to everything else, that is no HP at all, and it doesn't actually make this useful. What would have made this useful is that if you could collect, like, every single cake, and maybe you would get up to 100 HP. I don't know how many cakes are currently out, but still, like, up to 100, it's not like that's really overpowered. That just means it's actually useful and actually cool. Anyways, collect all those cakes. You guys can either keep them for yourself or sell them in the auction house because they're definitely going to be worth money now. There are also 2 brand new items which were introduced into the pumpkin collection. Rank 5 is the training dummy, which allows you to test your abilities and your weapons on it, and then the farming boots at rank 9. Similar to the lantern boots, these boots scale with your farming level, and the higher it is, the more speed you get. They also made a brand new hub which is only active during the Spooky Festival. In my opinion, they made a huge mistake doing this considering the Spooky Festival only lasts for 1 hour. That means that this cool brand new festive hub will only be able to be seen for 1 hour every single week. Not really a fan of it at all. It should just kind of be during the entire month of October, going a little bit into November. But hey, we'll enjoy it for 1 hour, right? Now, some of the gameplay that you guys have been watching the entire time is the brand new Coliseum change. So rather than it just being a 1v1 arena, it's actually now a big free-for-all arena where you can enter in there and just attack each other and just kill everybody. They also have made 1v1 duels, and now pretty much when you do want to do a 1v1, you actually get teleported into a private room separate from the Coliseum so that you two can just 1v1. Finally, the last thing changed in the hub is the brand new bartender. Now, this NPC has been in the game for a little while, but now he is finally useful and you can actually use him as a shop. He's basically a little bit of a potion buff shop, but he's not too crazy. So you have the cheap coffee, it adds plus 5 speed to potions with that stat. You have the Tea-Pid green tea, which buffs the defense value of potions by 10%. You have the Pulpa's orange juice, buffs the health value of potions by 5%. You have the bitter iced tea, which buffs the mana and experience values of potions by 20%. You also have the knock off cola, which buffs the strength value of a potion by 5%. And then you finally have the decent coffee, which adds plus 8 speed to potions with that stat. I basically used the cola, made it into a strength 6, so now my strength potion increases strength by 52.5% versus 50%. I'm not exactly sure what happened to the full 5%, but it only did it by 2.5%. Anyway, I do think that this was a good idea and a good concept. The only thing is, I think they definitely could have improved it and made it way more worth it. It does cost like 1,000 coins just for one, and you have to buy all 3 because they sort of act as water bottles. The thing is though, is that they don't add much more of a value to stuff such as strength potions. What would have made this better is if the strength was added an extra 10% strength, and then it also costed double the coins. Even if they had a variety of codes, like say this one adds 5%, this one adds 10%, this one adds 15%, but that one costs 50k, the one before that costs 10k, and the one before that costs 3k. Don't worry, we're really close to finishing up these past shows so we can get on with the items, but we have a couple last things to mention. Intimidation Talisman now works with spiders and blazes, and also enchanted items can no longer be used to craft vanilla recipes. Now let's head over to the Dragon's Nest and talk a little bit about the Zealot changes. Not entirely Zealot related, but it is Zealot farming related, and watchers now drop arrows. Okay, so summoning eyes have now became a little bit easier to obtain. If a player needed more than one hit to kill their last Zealot, the spawn chances are buffed by 10%. So the really big change that happened with Zealots is now when you kill a Zealot that's supposed to drop a summoning eye, rather than him dropping a summoning eye, he'll randomly spawn a Zealot near you with a portal frame inside of his hand. Now when you kill that Zealot, it'll drop a summoning eye and you have about 5 seconds to pick it up before anybody else can pick it up. So yes, from that, it definitely seems like summoning eyes have been able to be obtained a little bit easier, but in my experience, I farmed for about 2 hours since the update came out, and I've only gotten 1 summoning eye. Pre-patch though, I would be able to farm an hour, and I would get at least 2 to 3 summoning eyes. Since this patch has occurred, the summoning eye value has dropped a little bit, not too much. They're around 400k in the auction house right now, and also a ton of people are farming summoning eyes now. Don't worry, everybody who really enjoys farming summoning eyes for money, once everybody realizes that it's really boring and really repetitive, they'll stop, and then we can own the end lobbies again. But for now, they're all going to be flooded with a ton of wise armor people taking all of your Zealot kills still. I completely forgot one final thing that we have to mention before we can talk about the items, and that is the brand new enchantment called Sugar Rush was also added into the game. I haven't been able to figure out if this is craftable yet, but it seems like you can get rank 3 from about level 40 and up. And what this enchantment does is it increases your movement speed, and it only can be applied to boots. Okay, we finished and covered all the other content, and now we can finally talk about the brand new items being introduced with the first Spooky Festival. The first item that we have on the list is the brand new Spooky Shard. Now, Spooky Shards are very relatable to Dragon Fragments, which they are used to make better Halloween armor. How do we obtain these Spooky Shards? Well, I don't know, but I do have a few guesses. My first guess is that you might be able to get this from killing the brand new horsemen that should be added in, such as maybe it's a mini boss or something like that. You might be able to purchase these from the Halloween vendor, or remember how I mentioned in the beginning that if you're the top 5,000 players to collect the most candies, you'll get a special reward? Well, if you come in first place, you'll probably be rewarded a bunch of Spooky Shards, just like dragons. Okay, so the next thing we actually have is new gear. The new gear set is the Spooky Armor. You have the Spooky Helmet, the chest plate, the leggings, and the boots. Each armor piece grants a plus 5% chance to get candy from mobs during the Spooky Festival, which means that you can get plus 20% max with this armor set. The full set bonus called Candyman grants a plus 5% chance to find rare candies. Now we also have a brand new legendary set called the Bat Person Armor. This is crafted using Spooky Shards and also the original Spooky Armor set. Each armor piece grants 2 times item stats during the night or 3 times during the Spooky Festival. Full set totaling out to 8 times during the night and 12 times during the festival. Full set bonus called Bat Powers Activate, and it upgrades your grappling hook and turns you into a true vigilante. Overall, seems like a pretty funny meme set, but it also seems like a pretty cool set for collectors and people who are really dedicated to Skyblock. We're all definitely going to have this in the future when, say, maybe this event comes back differently and maybe doesn't have the same rewards. There was also a brand new recipe for the Leaping Sword released, and it's actually an upgraded version of the Leaping Sword called the Silk Edge Sword. To craft this upgraded Leaping Sword, it literally cost 1 Leaping Sword plus the same amount of fermented spider eyes that it costed to craft the original Leaping Sword. Also, some green cactus dye is in there as well. In total, this sword costs 5,898,240 coins. I have to let you guys know though, the sword isn't much better for double the price. The original Leaping Sword has 150 damage, 100 strength, and plus 25% crit damage, and it also has a leaping ability. With the brand new Silk Edge Sword, it has 170 damage, which is only 20 more damage, 110 strength, which is only 10 more strength, and the same exact amount of crit damage, which is plus 25%. The sword also lacks an item ability ability, which could possibly be a mistake, but it's not like it is a legendary sword. It's just the still same old leaping sword with no ability and also a little bit more damage and strength. Doubling the price, but not doubling the ability, the sword, the damage, or anything else like that. Hopefully it'll be buffed over time, but as of right now, definitely not worth crafting at all. Whew, I'm so glad we are finally done. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, we have finished going over all the brand new patch notes. Took a lot longer than I thought. Not too much stuff was actually introduced, but there were definitely a couple of different topics to talk about. Let me know what you guys think about this brand new patch and also the Spooky Festival coming this Sunday, 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, in the comment section down below. Very interested about what you guys think about this. Personally, I was really hyped for new content, then let down just like the Slayer update when we didn't get new content and we have to wait till Sunday, and then also even more let down when I realized that this event only happens once a week. But hey, it's Skyblock, so make sure you guys smash the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave me some feedback down below on what you guys think about this update. Anyway, I hope you guys have a great day. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the update, and I'll talk to you guys later. Goodbye!